Introverts possess a quiet charm that often goes unnoticed but is undeniably captivating. Their ability to listen deeply, think introspectively, and connect meaningfully makes them stand out in a world that values loudness. Why introverts are attractive lies in their calm presence and deep conversations, offering a refreshing break from surface-level interactions. Why introverts are so attractive is rooted in their authenticity and the mystery that surrounds them. They value quality over quantity in relationships, which builds strong, genuine connections. Explore the hidden beauty in introversion and discover the powerful reasons why introverts are attractive. Number 1. Mystery is their essence. The allure of mystery is like an unsolved puzzle. It draws people in. Introverts are notoriously secretive, revealing only what they want, when they want. Their silence is intentional, a subtle tactic to pique the curiosity of those they care about. Introverts are experts at sharing just enough information to pique interest. You see, introverts value quality over quantity in their relationships. They tend to have fewer relationships, but they are much more intimate. That makes the chase not only fun, but meaningful. Introverts are naturally mysterious. They don't share much, which leaves a lot to the imagination, and perhaps this is their superpower. It's human nature to want to solve puzzles, and introverts tap into this instinct with ease. They create slow burn appeal by making you work to earn their attention and trust. But what does mystery really mean in today's world? Is it about restraint or about timing? Introverts have mastered the art of pacing, allowing relationships to unfold at their own natural rhythm. Good things come to those who wait. They don't rush into anything, making each step forward feel worthwhile and special. It's this approach that keeps others on their toes, always wanting more. So what's the lesson here? Embrace the power of holding back, not out of fear, but as a way to create meaningful connections. It's about being selective about what you share, building a story over time. Remember, a good book doesn't reveal all its secrets in the first chapter. Why should you? Number 2. Introverts inspire through listening. In the book Active Listening and Emotional Validation, author Emily Wright shares the importance of listening for healthy communication. Introverts are often celebrated as remarkable listeners, not just because of their quiet nature, but due to their deep focus and empathy. Instead of rushing into conversations, they observe, absorb, and reflect. They don't just listen to words, they tune into emotions, catching subtle cues that others might miss. While many people feel the urge to respond quickly, introverts embrace the power of silence. They understand that true connection comes from understanding, not simply reacting. This makes them reliable partners in conversation. Their ability to fully engage without distraction allows them to provide insightful, thoughtful responses. As the saying goes, still waters run deep. What sets introverts apart is their ability to empathize on a profound level. They're not in a hurry to dominate the conversation, but rather to understand and support. In a world that often values the loudest voices, introverts remind us of the importance of being heard. Their quiet strength encourages others to open up, making them feel valued. As Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Introverts, through their attentiveness, have an extraordinary ability to make others feel seen, heard, and understood. In a culture that rewards constant chatter, introverts shine by listening with intention. Their thoughtful responses and empathetic nature prove that sometimes the most powerful communication happens when you speak less and listen more. Number 3. People who have the ability to understand others. Introverts possess a remarkable ability to tune into the unspoken, sensing the subtle currents of emotion and thought around them. It's like they have a radar for what others are feeling, even when nothing's been said aloud. This quiet insight can be magnetic, pulling others toward them, not because they're loud, but because they seem to understand on a deeper level. That's the power of being still in a world that's always in motion. Many mistake introversion for aloofness, but it's not about being distant. Introverts simply take their time to process, to carefully weigh each word before they speak. In a society that often values quick responses, there's something profound about the way introverts pause. As the saying goes, measure twice, cut once. They understand that words carry weight, and once spoken, they can't be unsaid. Their thoughtful approach often leaves a lasting impression. No one wants to feel genuinely heard and understood. It is this quiet consideration that draws people in. It is not the volume of a person's voice, but the depth of their understanding that creates the strongest connections. The emotional resonance an introvert creates with those around them becomes a bond that is hard to break. Number 4, they do what they like without needing to please others. Being cool and independent goes far beyond merely showing up at every social event. For introverts, saying no to invitations doesn't diminish their coolness. If anything, it amplifies it. Why? Because when you embrace solitude and decide not to attend every social gathering, you're projecting independence, self-confidence, and a sense of inner calm. It's like you've got better things to do, or perhaps you're simply too cool to seek anyone's approval. Introverts don't live to please others or to gain society's approval. They're comfortable in their own skin, and more importantly, they trust their intuition. Their decisions are grounded in what feels right to them, not in what others deem cool or trendy. Does that mean introverts don't care about others' opinions at all? Not exactly. There's a balance between staying true to yourself and appreciating the value of community input. For instance, if you're an introvert choosing to skip a party to work on a passion project, you're not really missing out. In fact, you're forging your own path. This kind of independence can inspire others to reassess their motivations. Are they attending events because they genuinely want to, or because they fear missing out? The lesson here is simple. Coolness isn't about being seen. It's about being comfortable with yourself even when no one's watching. As the saying goes in America, real recognizes real. You don't need to follow the crowd to stand out. Sometimes the most confident move is carving your own path, and that's what makes you truly stand out. Number 5, they live honestly without being influenced. Introverts are often seen as authentic because they don't feel the need to conform or pretend. They're not the type to say yes just because it's easy or popular. When an introvert buys a new outfit, it's because they genuinely like it, not because everyone else is wearing the latest trend. For introverts, this comes naturally. This sense of independence makes them more attractive to others, because they have their own opinions and aren't afraid to defend them. Introverts don't often fall into that trap because they're less focused on seeking external approval. They live for themselves, not for the likes and fleeting attention that come with a social media post. For example, research by psychologist Dr. Mark Snyder shows that people who feel in tune with their authentic selves report greater well-being and lower levels of anxiety. Introverts often tap into this because they tend to be more introverted and stick to their values. The principles of Stoicism fit perfectly with this way of thinking. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Inner peace comes from controlling our desires and being indifferent to what others think. It's not that introverts don't care about other people's opinions. They just prioritize their own values. And in doing so, they often inspire others to follow suit. Being authentic doesn't just benefit you, it resonates with others. People are attracted to authentic people, not because they're flashy, but because they're consistent and genuine. Number 6, they have extraordinary ideas. Have you ever noticed that our best ideas often come when we least expect them, like when our minds wander? Contrary to what some might think, daydreaming isn't a waste of time. It's a powerful tool for innovation, especially for introverts who often dream big and bring about significant change. They're not just thoughtful, they're idealistic. Some may see their idealism as unrealistic, but history shows it's often the seed of the world's most impactful transformations. Think about Rosa Parks, whose quiet defiance sparked a movement, or Albert Einstein, whose revolutionary theories reshaped our understanding of the universe. Both were introverts who, by embracing their inner world of ideas, influenced the outer world in ways that continue to echo today. What if introversion wasn't a barrier, but a gateway to boundless creativity? Studies like those from psychologist Scott Barry Kaufman reveal that introverts, through deep thought and reflection, engage in what's called creative incubation. It's this process that allows them to come up with groundbreaking ideas. But why does this happen? When the mind is calm, it's able to process information in unique ways, often solving problems that seem unsolvable in the hustle of everyday life. You could argue that introverts are leaders in disguise, quietly reshaping their fields while appearing calm and collected. Remember, every great change starts with a single thought. So, what are you dreaming about today? Number 7. Intelligence comes from introverts. Have you ever wondered why some of the most brilliant minds in history are introverts? The quiet ones in the back of the classroom may just be the most creative and innovative. Introverts, often known for their love of reading and learning, are natural thinkers who excel at breaking boundaries when needed. This curiosity and drive for knowledge fuel their ability to think deeply and create lasting innovations. Think of the greats like Albert Einstein, who introduced the theory of relativity, or W.B. Yeats, whose poetic genius produced works like The Second Coming. Without introverts, the world would miss out on groundbreaking discoveries in science, literature, and music. Research from psychologists Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi and Gregory Feist suggests that introverts are among the most creative individuals across various fields. But why? The answer lies in their appreciation for solitude. Unlike others who may crave constant social interaction, introverts find strength in privacy. Alone, they can dive into their thoughts, connect with their inner world, and cultivate creative brilliance. It's in this quiet space that the most profound ideas often emerge. Number 8. Introverts have leadership potential. In today's fast-paced world, extroverts might seem to dominate the workplace with their outgoing nature, but introverts have a unique edge when it comes to holding real power. Harvard Business Review conducted a study surveying over 17,000 executives, including 2,000 top CEOs. Surprisingly, more than half of the highest-performing CEOs were introverts. This raises an interesting question. Why are introverts so effective in leadership positions? The answer lies in their ability to observe, think deeply, and act strategically. Unlike their louder counterparts, introverts often let their actions speak louder than words. They understand that power is not about who talks the most, but who delivers the most impact. In fact, introverts often excel in fields requiring problem-solving, strategic thinking, and deep concentration. Research supports this advantage. Studies have shown that introverted leaders often excel in environments where employees are proactive. Their quiet confidence encourages team members to step up and contribute their best ideas, fostering a more collaborative and productive atmosphere. Furthermore, in an age where emotional intelligence is paramount, introverts tend to excel. Their ability to empathize, connect, and understand the nuances of their group dynamics creates an environment where collaboration thrives. Number 9. Special selection. Selective interaction is often an introvert's hidden strength, and it's what makes them so appealing. They don't socialize with just anyone, so when they choose to interact with you, you feel special. It's a sense of exclusivity. When an introvert gives you attention, it's intentional and meaningful. Unlike extroverts who make lots of connections easily, introverts build deep, meaningful relationships based on trust and loyalty. These aren't just superficial relationships, they cherish friendships and value close partnerships. If you're ever invited into an introvert's inner circle, consider it a privilege. This is also the principle behind why limited editions or exclusive access feel special. It's not easy to get, which makes it all the more valuable when you have it. This selective nature creates an aura of mystery and intrigue around them. They choose quality over quantity, focusing on what really matters and eliminating unnecessary distractions. So if you're an introvert, embrace your selectivity. It's your superpower. And if you're on the receiving end of an introvert's attention, remember, some things are worth the wait. In conclusion, the subtle charm of introverts lies in their depth, thoughtfulness, and genuine nature. They exude a quiet confidence that draws others in, offering meaningful connections and a refreshing sense of calm in a fast-paced world. The reasons why introverts are attractive are rooted in their ability to listen, reflect, and offer wisdom in conversations. They possess a mysterious allure that keeps people intrigued. If you found value in these insights on why introverts are attractive and why introverts are so attractive, show your support by hitting the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to The Stoic Goddess. Share your thoughts in the comments below and hit the notification bell to catch more amazing content. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.